This confession serves as the outward manifestation and confirmation of the inward state. It is the act of declaring Jesus as Lord, Kyrios, a title loaded with implications of supreme authority, sovereignty, and deity. This confession aligns the believer publicly with Christ, distinguishing them from the prevailing cultural and religious narratives of the time. The confession is active. It places the believer in a new relationship with the world and with God, acknowledging allegiance openly. This duality mirrors the holistic nature of discipleship. What one truly believes internally must find expression externally. The New Testament consistently links salvation to this public acknowledgement, as seen in passages like Matthew 10:32, where Jesus warns that those who confess him before men will be confessed by him before the Father. The culmination of meeting these two conditions, heart belief and mouth confession, is the powerful promise, "Thou shalt be saved." This is not salvation conditional on perfect execution of rites or exhaustive knowledge, but salvation secured through a decisive, relational act centered on the identity and saving work of Jesus Christ. In the context of Paul's argument in Romans, this simplicity stands in stark contrast to the perceived complexity and inadequacy of achieving righteousness through the Mosaic law. The immediacy of the word being, nigh, is mirrored by the immediacy of the salvation offered. The practical implications of Romans 10:8-9 have shaped Christian evangelism and personal testimony for 2 millennia. It grounds salvation not in human merit but in divine provision, accessible through a simple, profound commitment. For instance, in contemporary mission fields, the efficacy of the gospel message often rests precisely on this accessibility. Whether preaching in a bustling metropolis or a remote village, the requirement remains the same: accept the reality of the resurrection and acknowledge the lordship of Jesus. This accessibility fosters a robust theology of grace, where the chasm between humanity and the holy God is bridged by the proximity of the proclaimed word. In conclusion, Romans 10:8-9 provides a succinct yet comprehensive articulation of the Christian path to salvation. It establishes that the divine saving message is readily available, requiring neither arduous searching nor esoteric initiation. Instead, it calls for a unified response involving deep, internal conviction regarding the resurrection of Jesus and an external, verbal declaration of his lordship. The proximity of the word in the mouth and heart signifies that the power to be saved resides not in distance or difficulty, but in the transformative, immediate engagement with the message of faith in Jesus Christ. This passage remains a cornerstone text, emphasizing both the grounded reality of Christ's work and the personal responsibility of the believer to confess and trust.